Hello, it's Friday the 12th of January 2018 and this is the first video I've made in quite a while, and the reason why is because I've not been winning. And this is my account, and these are all the times when I've put money on the Lotto, Hot Picks, Thunderball, Euro Millions and not won anything. So basically I've not been winning, and so I stopped making videos in the run up till Christmas. And now that Christmas is out of the way, I'm back to playing the Thunderball, Euro Millions and Lotto, but I'm not putting as much money on anymore. I'm putting smaller amounts on, aiming a bit lower, and I seem to have started winning. So this week I've won on the Euro Millions, the Thunderball and the Hot Picks. And so in this video I'm not going to analyse the latest Lotto result, but what I am going to do is just pick some numbers for the next draw, and I'll show you how I'm going to pick my numbers, and it's going to be based on the current trend, which is machines Guinevere and Lancelot, sets of balls 1 to 4. And this is the chart for those two machines and those 4 sets of balls since the numbers went up to 59. And looking at this chart, you can see that the most overdue number is 52, and the most frequent are 2, 32, 46 and 54, and the most overdue for its frequency probably 52 as well. So let's suppose that we pick 52. Now I'm just going to look at the statistics for these two machines and 4 sets of balls since the Lotto began, and this is what the chart looks like. Now, as you can see, 52 is most overdue, as well as being the most overdue out of these 10 recently added numbers, and it's quite a lot more overdue than the others. So out of these 10 numbers, I would pick 52 for that reason. And basically we want to pick 1 out of every 10 numbers, in which case we'll end up with 6 numbers. So we could group the numbers into tens in any way. What I'm going to do is pick 52 basically. So you can see why I'm picking 52. Now the most frequent number is 23, and the most overdue for its frequency seems to be 34. Now, to be fair, we should only look at the relevant history, and on that chart you can see 34 in recent history is not the most overdue for its frequency, but it's close enough. So let's pick 34. And let's see where 23 is on this chart. There it is, somewhere in the middle. Not particularly outstanding in the recent history. But if we look at the chart for 34 or 52, not outstanding on there either. And if we look at the same but with the full draw history, you see 23 is most frequent with 34, and that's just looking at these two machines and 4 sets of balls. So I'm going to pick 23. Now if we look at the chart for 23, you can see 2 is most frequent, and if you remember, 2 was most frequent on the chart for recent history as well. 2 is one of the most frequent. So if we're having 23 and 2, then we can look at the full draw history and look at a chart for 23 and 2 together. And on this chart we can see number 40 is most overdue for its frequency. Now 40 came out in the last draw and I won £6 on a not pick, which was nice. But I'm going to pick 40 again for this reason. And there's another reason why I'm going to pick number 40, and that is because if we look at all machines and all sets of balls, full draw history, numbers paired with 2 and 23, number 40 is most outstanding. And I've been looking at this little set of 3 numbers for quite a while, and you can see outstanding, and look where 34 is as well, on the same on this chart. Now I've been putting those 3 on as a 3 number up pick, and I might even go as far as to add 34 and put on a 4 number up pick as well. Now if that comes out in the next draw, that would be just so awesome. So I'm going to have a go at that. If we look at a chart for 23, you can see number 2 most frequent, number 40 most overdue, and it's been like that for quite a while. And if we look at a chart for 40, bear in mind that this is all machines and all sets of balls, not just the ones that are in the current trend. Now for this one I've turned it upside down and back to front. You can see 23 most overdue for its frequency to occur with number 40. Number 2 just somewhere in the middle, but we want one more number. Now we could narrow it down. Oh wait a minute, let me just pause the video. Right, I'll continue now. Where was I? Right, chart for number 40. Right, let's look at a chart for number 2. Now 45 is definitely outstanding with number 2, and you can see 23 is most frequent. Now I'm gonna narrow it down to the more relevant draw history and see what we find. Now this is a chart for number 2. Now it's a chart for 23, and I'm noticing that 54 is outstanding on both of those. Chart for 40 and 34, you can see 54 again, quite outstanding on that, and also 52 most frequent with 34. So I think it's clear that I'll need to pick number 54 as well. So basically I'm going to put these 6 numbers on the Lotto. I'm going to put 2, 23 and 40 on as a 3 number up pick, 2, 23 and 40 and 34 as a 4 number up pick. And so that's my choice for the next draw. Now I'm not saying that there's any certainty that these numbers are going to come out, but I'm just saying that looking at the charts as they are at the moment, it seems quite obvious that these numbers together, see 54 outstanding on this chart, these numbers together are quite outstanding at the moment. I mean, it's quite obvious that they're going to come out together at some point, and I hope that that's going to be sometime soon. So that concludes this video. Good luck in the next draw, subscribe to the next video, bye for now.